So welcome to our episode. So let's start off. It's already late in the evening as well. So welcome to our 23rd episode because it's a second season for us. It's a second season of Kapi Poha session and Ittifaq series. So people who've come on this season are people whom I met. It's a coincidence that I met them in my life. So there's a story behind that as well. So that's why the series name is also Ittifaq. So yeah, and today's guest is Rinku Jain, and we worked in an organization long time back. And Rinku is the author. She's a soft skill trainer. She's a Japanese language translator as well, and she's graduated from Delhi University. She's done BSc honors in maths, as well as she's done a diploma, advanced diploma in Japanese language as well. And she worked in an MNC for 19 years. And after I think spending such a long time in corporate sector, I think she moved out in 2015 to do something of her own, and she went into
Yeah,
consulting, she went into training, and then later last year I got to know she was writing a book, and very interesting book. So people write fictional, non-fictional, I mean love stories and stuff like that, or motivational books. She's written a book on A to Z of Excel, which is very it was very fascinating. And when I took the book first, the soft copy which she had sent across to a few people, I was glad to read that, and it's so helpful for a beginner, basically, somebody who wants to learn and know more about Excel. It's an excellent book as well. And I know you're writing another book about your life lessons and your life as well. So looking forward to read that as well. So welcome to our show, Ringu.
thank you.
So if you and also just introduce yourself a little bit to our viewers as well.
You have said it all, Smita. I don't need to say anything else.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did my graduation from Hindu College, PSC Honors Maths. It's a reputed college from Delhi University North Campus. Then I moved on to, Japanese language advanced diploma. I didn't try, so I am an offbeat person always. So I never go for a thing that people perceive I will. One of my managers gave me that feedback. You cannot never be anticipated. So I never went for BSc, MSc Maths after that or B.Ed. I went for an advanced diploma in Japanese language. That was a part-time course, and after that, while I was completing that course, I got a job in an MNC Fortune 500 company. So before my results for my Japanese were out, I was uh, flying to Japan.
Oh wow.
So that was my career starting.
Hmm.
And since then, there's no looking back. There's
Yeah.
always a learning, new learning everything.
So and
So
I'm
after that, yeah,
hmm.
tell me. Sure,
We've
go ahead.
been connected over all those. I mean, in those meetings which we have, the Amex reunions which we have, that's a good thing to convey to be connected as well. Though we moved out of the organization long time back, but still, as a family, we do connect, and that too on a friendship day.
Yes.
So that's how it's so
Ye-
beautiful that our mentors, our seniors are still connected, and every time we learn so much about each other and grow as well.
Right. So there was like in Amex, it was a good time. I spent 19 years. I joined Amex as just a Japanese language expert. And it is a very interesting story when I joined Amex. So they were looking for Japanese language experts with accounting background. And I hated accounting. And I didn't want to go for this interview. And still, I wanted to go for this interview just for the sake of, uh, getting an experience of an interview. How is an interview like? That
Hmm.
ways. So
Hmm.
my whole class went for this interview and they were rejected. Only one guy who was doing a regular BCom honors course from Delhi University at that time got selected. Otherwise, everyone else was rejected. So I thought, I'm not going to get selected. It's okay. I'll go and I'll come back. That's fine. I went there. I gave my interview with full diligence and everything. And the VP was there, Sanjeev Nirula, and he asked me, "Do you know accounting?" I said, "No, I don't know accounting." He said, "Okay." And then I thought it was over. And I came back home. I told my parents, "It's over. I'm not going to get anything there, and it's okay." And suddenly, before my exams for advanced diploma was on, and they called me up, "Can you come tomorrow to pick up your appointment letter?" I said, "Sorry, I have an exam tomorrow. I can't come tomorrow." So I said, "Okay, we'll wait." And then they waited for another 15, 20 days. And then I got through there, and I had an appointment letter waiting for me. So
Hmm.
that was the story. And then in a week, I was flying to Japan. Then they taught me everything. It was a good learning experience. They taught me everything: accounting, typing, all the soft skills, and like communication and email writing and computer skills. Because in our times, there were no computers at homes. I'm talking
Yeah.
about way back in 1996. So
Yes.
even I was just a computer literate, 3 months course of computer, and I was into the Amex. So
Hmm.
that was it. Then I started with payments course, and then remittances and reconciliations, everything I was doing. And they taught me accounting basics, and I built upon it to become a full-fledged accountant.
Hmm.
That was the journey in the corporate sector. Then I moved on to projects, because when I thought that my learning in the projects has gone, in the learning in the accounting field is over, then I moved on to projects, because I crave for learning. I need to learn every time I'm doing something. So I went to projects, full-fledged project management role, which was a strategic role. So I learned a lot of skills over there. Then after 4 years, I thought that it's over. I learned Six Sigma. I got Six Sigma Black Belt certified, and then I got Lean Six Sigma certified, everything. And then now I thought it's time to move on. But at that time, I was having some personal challenges in my life also. So I wanted to move slow. And in corporate life, you know very well, you can't move slow. There is so much of cost pressure on companies that the things are going more and more hard for the employees. So I thought, let me do something as an independent consultant. So that's how I moved out from the corporate sector, and I started with, now the time was what next. So I started with my you say Atma Manthan, self, assessment. What can I do very good? People knew me as a Japanese language specialist, but uh, I was not confident to teach someone Japanese, because speaking Japanese and teaching Japanese are two different things. So I was
Hmm.
looking for a partner. So I kept it on hold for some time, and I thought, let me just pick up with the soft skills. The soft skills I had was like communication skills. Like the youngsters, lot of youngsters who joined the company from directly from the college, they lag in these skills, soft skills, and then PC skills like Excel, which is very extensively used, presentation skills. They all lag in those skills, and they need to know about it. So I created the programs for them, short programs, 2 hours, 4 hours programs for them. I started creating that summer camp courses and weekend courses for them. And then I was preparing Excel courses also. I prepared Excel courses in 4 parts, from the person who didn't know anything to the person who knows something, and to person who wants to go till the advanced level. So I created 4 hours, 4 hours courses, four courses. But then while I was preparing those courses, I realized that there's a lot more to Excel. Second thing, I realized that it was you know, well, I was doing Excel. I also went for a training course, Excel training course, full day training course. But when I came back to my desk, I needed someone's help to do my job on Excel.
Hmm.
I couldn't just do it. So if I give a training to someone, and what after 1 month that person comes back and say, I don't know anything. So I thought, why not I should just compile my learnings into a book, which can be a self-reference guide to the person who's referring to it. They can learn it at their own pace, and then they can use it whenever they want to use it.
Hmm.
So that's how this idea of the book came up.
Hmm.
And then I started thinking, what should this book contain? Just what I was teaching in the training course. And then I started going through, my courses, my Excel menu, and I picked up each and every portion of the menu, like home, file tab. Each tab I picked up. I drilled down through each tab. I looked at each tab minutely, and whatever I didn't know, I researched myself and learned myself, and then I incorporated it in my book. And then I divided the book into the same way that I would have imparted the training, like basic, introduction, basic, intermediate, and and advanced. And then I added macros also to it. so that people for any type of learning have something to look for it. So this is how this book came up, and it covers, I'm glad to say that it covers 95% of MS Excel's features. It is named A to Z of MS Excel. And it is a self-paced learning guide, and I've created it in mind for the people who just want to make a one-time investment and do learn at their own pace, and for trainers who want to give the trainings. So this was my journey to book, and afterwards also it was a good guide.
Yeah. So I want to know, how did you move out of your corporate sector, because you've spent 19 years there, and then what made you change your career basically?
My craving for learning. My craving for learning. So two things. My craving for learning. My learning cycle I felt was over there. When I was trying to move out of my project management role, I tried to look around in every possible role I could fit in. But I felt, or I was offered, so I felt that in those roles I have nothing to add to my CV. Besides, as I said, that my personal commitments were asking me to go slow. Whereas even the employee-friendly company like Amex was getting pressurized on cost. So there was a pressure on people. So I couldn't have gone slow. My role there, last role that I had, I was spending almost 14 hours for the office. I was going to office, I was coming back from office, taking calls from home. So it was a very pressurized job, and I was not able to give time to my kids. So I thought better I should move out. It will be less of money, but it will be more of self-satisfaction, and I'll go slow and something will happen.
Yeah.
So I did something, and I'm glad what I'm doing. I'm happy I'm learning new age skills. Because after writing my Excel book, writing was difficult. Okay. I've always been a writer. In my school also, I used to write my essays myself. I used to write poems. I used to write, I have won competitions on essay writing and some satire writings also. So I used to write. I left it after joining Amex because I didn't have time. So I knew that I have the skill of writing. So I just nourished that skill. I just, gave it a thought that let me just hone that. And it started with blogs. I started with, promoting my training courses on blogs, and then it came to why not write a book. And then I completed my book. When I completed my book, it was like how to publish it. So I learned Kindle. I learned how to, edit the book, how to publish a book, what are the various phases of publishing a book. Then I learned how to market it. So these days I'm learning it from my daughter. My daughter is has helped me make a YouTube channel of mine, which is Mastering Excel with Rinku. So where I teach some very rarely used features of MX Excel, which are very, very frequently used. So for example, recently I released a teaser which says how to extract day, date and time from the full date. Day, month and year from the full date. So those kind of teasers and other things I'm trying to do there. And that's a learning, because every day I struggle with those things because I'm not a technical person, but these millennials are. So I'm learning new things, which helps me satisfy my, learning craving.
Yeah.
So this is how I'm enjoying this journey.
Also, you can do reels also. You can promote 130 seconds information on your LinkedIn or Insta or FB also, because there are people who will be watching that. And also, I think probably you're a soft skill trainer also. What I would suggest you to do it with your colleges and all. You have a Zoom sessions with them. People will be interested, because Excel is something which are used by a lot of people. Not only finance professionals, many people, and it's easy, and it's an easy tool basically. You want to tabulate it, you want to use pivots, you want to do graphs over there. It's so easy to do, but people know only limited features of it. So I, being a CA, I used to work for a CA firm also. So there also we use only limited things. But if we get to know what are the scope and capabilities an Excel is capable of, then I think people can go places using that tool. Yeah. So
I
coming
agree
back.
with you.
Yeah, so coming back to my next question is regarding your Japanese language. Actually, you learned it, you did a diploma. How was the journey being a Japanese language expert there? So, did it help you in your journey, or
So,
was it?
as I said, journey starting was good, very
Hmm.
good. I flew
Hmm.
off to Japan before clearing my exams. So
Yeah.
that was the first excitement I had.
Hmm.
I learned a lot of things in the field of accounting and went on to become a full accountant. But at the same time, I retained my language skills also because
Hmm.
my customers were Japanese. So I was like translating, interpreting, not just for myself, but for others who were non-Japanese language speakers in Amex, but were doing Japan's work because Japanese people at that time didn't know that much of the English. They were
Hmm.
not comfortable. So we were called upon to do those translations and interpretations for them.
Hmm.
So those kind of experiences I had, and it was really good experience. But uh, and I was selected for various roles also for that matter. Whenever there was a Japan thing, first thing my Japanese customers recommended was Rinkujan. So that was a
Hmm.
proud moment for me. But
Hmm.
one thing that actually bothered me throughout my career was that being a language expert, I became an accountant, but accountants did not accept that I was an accountant. They thought that I was doing a rota learning. I was following a path, and that is
Hmm.
why I can do my job.
Hmm.
So I had to actually fight with them, take
Hmm.
another market, say Hong Kong, because we were divided as per the market. So I had to work for another market, Hong Kong, prove myself that yes, I can do. I am not doing the rota learning. I know the basics of accounting, and I'm as good as any other accountant. That's how I had to fight with them. So that was, language became a barrier for me. So it was a mixed kind of experience with the language.
Hmm. So now
Yeah.
tell us, how did you fall in love with Excel as such? I mean, I know your story of the book, but what made you fall in love with Excel? There were so many things. Word था, कुछ और भी कर सकते थे, but how come it's Excel?
As you said, I was in an accounting firm, and
Hmm.
accountants use Excel most.
Yes.
So when we started our journey, it was Lotus 123,
Yeah.
and 97 Excel came in,
Hmm.
and it was introduced at least in Amex in 97, and we were sent for the training. We came back, and they were like, we were doing invoice payments, so we used to prepare log sheets on Excel. Then the journal entries started rolling in because someone researched and interfaced it with the journal entry system from Excel. Then reconciliations I was doing, and reconciliation system was also interfaced with Excel. I started doing reconciliation on Excel.
Hmm.
Till then it was okay, but after that I started getting into projects in
Hmm.
1999, and there you was supposed to do analyze a lot of data, and the data was coming from lot of mainframe systems, and that was in all the weird forms, and I
Hmm.
had to segregate it and give it a meaningful manner, and it was like a headache. At that time, there was a guy called Rakesh Kanda in our team who used to come Saturdays. So I used to go on all Saturdays. Well, whether it was all holidays. Saturday used to be holiday, but I used to go on Saturdays, all Saturdays there. So for the project, and he also used to come because he also had to do something or something. So I used to get stuck on something. Say suppose as simple thing as like separating the full name into middle name, first name, middle name, and last name. I used to get stuck at that time, and I'll go to him and he'll just give me a command, say left, say mid, say this, right, and I'll be out of it. So he was my savior, and he taught me a lot of things, and I learned it, and I slowly got interested. And it's a good software. Why can't I explore it more? So I started exploring it more, and I starting looking into macros. He used to develop macros. He was at that stage at that time that he used to develop macros for the team. So I used to read his macros. What is he doing? What is he writing? That's how the journey with Excel started.
Hmm.
And then I started using Excel for process improvements,
Hmm.
for automation. for process improvements, for linking sheets. I did a lot of things for the teams. So that I enjoyed all that. And
So,
then when I went into the project management, yeah, sorry.
yeah, what I was saying is, how was your experience putting everything, whatever you've learned so far, into a book and writing it, getting it published, marketing? How was the whole experience?
It was long experience. It was
Hmm.
I think 1 year old of 1 year of hard work.
Hmm.
I wrote it, I rewrote it, I rewrote it. I think I wrote at least 5 versions of that book
Hmm.
because every time, first thing was to what to put where.
Uh,
First thing was what to put, then what to put where, and
hmm.
then can something else be put also.
Hmm.
So that was something which was very interesting. And
Hmm.
actually, I reviewed that book at least 10 times before actually coming it to say, no, this is final. And then after that, as I said, what next? So I thought I'll publish it on Kindle. And I started to look for someone who is actually good for publishing, who can create a format for Kindle format for me. But from everywhere I got to know you can do it yourself. So
Hmm.
after searching for 15-20 days, I did it myself only. I created a paperback copy myself, I created a soft copy myself, and I published it on Kindle. Then the next issue was how to market it, because if you have a publisher, it is easy to market it. They
Hmm.
have their own networks. For me, there was no network, and there is no network. So I published it on Kindle. I uh, started marketing it on Facebook, LinkedIn. I distributed some free copies to people for spreading a word. Then I started with this YouTube channel this year, and this is how I'm marketing it. And then came to think that this book, I realized that this book can be stolen because some publisher tried to pitch in between,
Hmm.
and then they didn't want to give me anything. So I for saving that, I procured an ISBN number. So that was also a learning how to procure an ISBN.
Hmm.
So I did everything on my own on this book. So it was a good learning. It was a roller coaster ride. But
Hmm.
now when I look back, I have a full satisfaction about it.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, writing a book is it's a very different experience because Kedana, did you feel that you're emptying out something from your mind or something? Did that feeling come? Like something you're emptying it,
Yes,
खाली हो जा रहे हो ऐसा लग रहा है
yes,
कि knowledge
yes,
आ रही है
yes,
because when I was writing a book, I was feeling that I'm emptying it out and creating a space for myself in my brain. जैसे कहानी
right,
because I was
right,
mine
right.
was my story it was of my travel stories so I was getting space in my mind कि यार वो खत्म हो गया है अब I don't have to remember anything everything is there in the book although when I look at the book immediately सब याद आ जाता है but अब मुझे वो याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Exactly. So this is what happens with me now. Whenever a demand for any Excel course comes in, I don't have to think. I know there is a ready reckoner for me. And I
Uh-huh.
just suggest the people, you can readily reckon it yourself, or if you want me to teach, I can teach you.
Hmm.
So as you said in the beginning, the schools, colleges are a good target. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, this corona, I think it has spoiled everything right now. I'm
Hmm.
waiting for the time to be better when these
Hmm.
colleges also focus on, these books, these type
Yeah.
of trainings.
So
So
probably
I'm
when
waiting
I
for that.
do my workshops, I will also ask you in wherever Excel skills are required for finance people, I would definitely ask you to do something for them as well. So that
Sure, I'll do that.
yeah. So yeah, now next question is what is your life mantra? I mean, what makes you live your life to the fullest? Because I always see you really happy whenever we meet up for the reunions or anywhere. You're always smiling, laughing, enjoying life. What is the mantra? अभी भी हंस रहे हो खुश हो
See,
इसलिए.
I don't keep a grudge in me. Life
That's
has been a roller coaster ride. I don't keep a grudge in me.
okay.
I feel that whatever happens, happens for good.
Uh,
I just have faith in God. Whenever it happens, so whenever something positive happens in my life, I sit down and say, okay, what went well?
hmm.
And whenever something negative goes in my life, I said, what went wrong and can I correct it? If
Hmm.
I cannot, I just leave it and I just keep it, I remember it for the future things. I just move ahead. But I don't keep a grudge. And then second thing is consciously I've never hurt anyone in my life. I there was a lot of things that happened with me in the beginning of my career. So I promised myself I will never do that with anyone else. Whatever happens. So it did hurt me somewhere, but today when I look back at my life, I have no grudges that I did wrong to someone. So this is something gets me going. And third thing is never judge a book with its cover.
Yeah.
I always, whenever someone does wrong to me, I always put myself in that person's shoes, just trying to justify the action. Whether I'm able to justify or not is a different story, but actually I tried to do that.
So
So these are the three things that kept me going.
This is very beautiful to know your life mantra as well, because लोगों को ये लगता होगा, मतलब मुझे तो ये लगता था कि पता नहीं book लिख रही है, ये सब कर रही है. I mean, she's happy. उसका she must be facing some problem somewhere, but how is she able to keep up that smile every time? So that's what I wanted to know. And also this is a message for youngsters also, that whatever journey you're going through, it's life. Life it's never going to be a straight line. It has to be a roller coaster ride. Enjoy that ride, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, so last year, as you know, COVID के चक्कर में मैंने भी अपना initiative शुरू किया था, Nimitam, which is on life skill, conducting life skill workshop for youngsters. But I couldn't do it on schools and colleges because college, they were all closed. So what I started doing was having sessions with my people whom I've met in my life journey. So people whom I've met as my friends, my travel buddies, trekkers, or maybe people who met as colleagues, or maybe some people whom I met as a coincidence as well. So they became part of my this journey. So I wanted to share their life journey with youngsters, people who are doing different things. They're their own heroes in their own life, basically. So that's why I wanted to share their stories to them. So that जब मैं life skill workshop करूँगी, तो people can look at all the possibilities कि कैसे लोग अपनी life जीते हैं, and how they can, I mean, it's a canvas, and they can create their own life the way they want it. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring people. So I wanted to know from you, do you think life skills are important, and which is one of the life skills according to you which is important?
Yes, life skills are important to grow in life and to grow in career, both. First thing is communication skills. I put them in topmost level because if you're not communicating well with your peers, with your friends, not just in your official environment, but also in your personal environment, you'll end up losing your connections. I'll just say connections because I'm considering everyone, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your colleagues or your seniors. You'll end up losing connections if you're not using a good communication skills. You're not good at communicating what you want to say. Second thing is problem solving. Everyone has problems in life, but you should know how to solve them. So I remember an incident when I joined Amex and we came back from migration. We were introduced a concept of, team buddies. So he was kind of, the person used to be a team coordinator. I'm not sure whether you were there at that time, but then team coordinator. And this team coordinator job he was a middle person between the team lead and the team member. And his job was to manage the team. And it was a rotating job between the team. So check the leadership skills of the team leader and see who can be the next person to groom and grow. So once I went to this guy who was the team coordinator and I showed him that, see, this is the problem I'm having. That you always come to me with a problem, come with a solution also. And that was the day. That was the last day when I went to any of my leaders with a problem. I always went to them with a problem and my suggestion of a solution. So that was another mantra I got there, I learned there. And then third thing is stress management. So much is going on in our life these days due to COVID. Personal life and professional life is going for a toss. Stress management, if we can't manage it effectively, we can't grow in our life and in our career. We have seen so many suicides in last 1 year because people couldn't just bear that stress. So we need to be effective on that.
Yeah,
skill.
that's the yeah.
Yeah.
So अभी आपका next projects क्या चल रहे हैं? What are your other your next book is about your life lessons. So tell us about your upcoming projects and books.
So my next book is, I have shared glimpses of it in my blogs last year on
Hmm.
Facebook and LinkedIn. It
Hmm.
was a part of it on some people's request. I put it on my website, but
Hmm.
it was so much liked by people that my website got getting started hacked very frequently. So
Hmm.
I had to shut down my website. But yes, that story is about a kind of an autobiography.
Hmm.
But what I'm trying to do in my book is linking it to my life lessons
Hmm.
and linking it to today's generation. How does today's generation see or act in those situations?
Hmm.
So situation is there. Similar situation, we acted in a different way. Today's people act in a different way.
Hmm.
Today's generation act in a different way. And the lessons we got and the lessons the people, if they act in a similar way, they can get.
Hmm.
Those kind of things I'm trying to write.
Hmm.
Let's see. I mean, it's still in the very nascent stage. I'm still trying to polish the things.
Hmm.
So I can't, say, as I said, the way I write, I, I'm still anticipating at least 2 to 3 drafts more to go for that.
Hmm.
So I can't say more of it
Yeah, I
about
can
it.
understand because I'm also writing
Yeah.
now my second book. It's about Ashtanayika, but वही है वो character sketch करना बड़ा मुश्किल है. So when you find
Yeah.
something related to it, you want to change the character what you've written. So it goes through multiple versions, revisions and all. I get that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I want to know what are your hobbies as well? You write apart from that, and what are the other things you do? Do you travel? Do you have any interest in music and all? How is your work-life
I
balance
love
maintained?
I love music. I love music.
Hmm.
I love spending time with my kids. So I love to teach. If I love to teach maths.
Oh, wow. Maths is
I
a
love to teach maths, and my kids run away from maths. So it's a daunting task to teach them maths. So I love to teach maths. I love music. Not Lata. Asha Bhosle and Kishore Kumar are my favorites.
okay.
And then I love meeting with my family members and
Okay.
spending time with my family. So this is about it.
Yeah. So you're
These are
able
my
to find a
hobbies.
balance between your work and family as well, right? मिल जाता है?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Much
Hmm.
time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is your message to youngsters?
Uh,
Just
my
I can't call
message to
them youngsters
youngster
anymore.
is
आजकल पता है
my
इनको
message.
youngsters नहीं बोल सकते
Yeah,
हम young adults बोलते हैं because वो adult भी नहीं वो बच्चे भी नहीं रहे बड़े होते जा रहे हैं तो हम youngsters बोलते हैं तो उनको
I
लगता है
agree.
बहुत छोटे हैं so I just want to say young adults basically yeah
Yeah. So anyone who's you know any age group, this message is for any age group. Like I've learned one thing that people can take away your money, but your skill, your learning is the most precious wealth you have.
mm-hmm.
No one can take away from you. So focus on learning, acquiring skills. Nobody can take it away from you, and it will help you somewhere or sometime in your life. You'll never regret acquiring them.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, sometimes life does not work the way you want it to be. It is always a roller coaster ride. So just remember, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just take it as it comes. Positive happens, be happy, sit back, think what went well.
Mm-hmm.
If it is negative, just sit back and see what went wrong. If you can correct it, correct it. Otherwise, go away.
Yeah.
Just move on, and life will give you another chance.
Absolutely that's a
So
good
that's
way to
okay.
look at it yeah yeah मतलब छोटी चीजें लोग परेशान हो जाते हैं तो that's what you're saying जरूरत नहीं है परेशान होने की right people just scared of failures as well I think failures are also part of success
You're
so how
right.
is
And
yes
third is, I think soft skills is something they should acquire. Everyone, in the beginning of my career, one of my leaders said, technical skills may change from a company to company. So, lot of people, you must have experience because you are a CA. So, you work with CA firm. In a CA firm, an accountant is used differently. In a BPO, it is used differently. The
absolutely yeah
accountants around me used to say that we don't use even 10% of what we learned in college. So technical skills you come up with, but soft skills you develop to do that. So soft skills are something which are transferable and technical skills are something which are non-transferable. So people should focus on their soft skills.
So yeah, so I
This
keep
is
telling people as well, young, specifically firms everywhere, that whenever you are hiring interns or new joinees from directly from graduation school, like in an MNC also, you train people accordingly. You should train these people as well. So something you're giving back to them, so that they are trained in such a manner that whatever they want to do in life, they can do it. So वो होना चाहिए, life
right,
skill, soft skill, both are important basically. Yeah. So yeah, I
right,
had a great
right.
time talking to you, Rinku. Do you have any questions for me or anything you want to convey?
Though you're doing a great job, Smita.
So
Thank you for inviting
I
me here.
wanted
It
you
was
to
a
come
great
on the
time.
show. Rinku, I was asking you to come on the show is because I have not seen anybody write a book on Excel. In my circle, तो मैंने देखा नहीं है. And somebody who's a Japanese expert, somebody who, I mean, I've always seen full of life, who's always smiling. That's a positive attitude you have towards life. Somebody who's worked in a corporate sector, started something of their own. And I've seen your journey as well. So that's why I thought if you come on the show, it will be learning for other people, to be an inspiration for other people, that they can do whatever they want to do in their life. So let me look for any
Okay.
comments or anything if there is any. Yeah, there's no comments. I think there are a lot of few people joined. Yeah. So thanks for joining. And I had a great
Thank
time
you.
with you, Rinku, and it was a learning experience for me. I learned a lot of things from you about Excel, about the leadership skill, the knowledge about soft skill, etc. So yeah, I hope viewers you must have enjoyed it. Do get a book about A to Z of Excel, which Rinku has written. It's really helpful and it's very useful if you're a beginner, and if you're from any background, finance or any other background, it will be really helpful. If you have any questions, you can DM Rinku on Insta, FB or LinkedIn. She's there. And I'm looking forward to read Rinku's next book, and we'll catch up next week with all the viewers in our next episode 24 on the Christmas Day. So take care. Bye till then. Thanks, Rinku, once again.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure having you on
Thanks.
the.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Same here. Bye.